Good day. Today we're going to be discussing Chapter 4, Consumer Buying Behavior. First off, the buying process. These are the steps that consumers go through when buying a product or service. It usually begins when customers recognize an unsatisfied need. The illustration shows the buying process, or the stages that consumers go through to selecting a retailer and channel and to buy a specific item. The exhibit suggests that the buying process is linear, as shown by the solid lines. First, the channel or retailer are selected and the specific items. For each of the decisions, customers go through 5 stages, beginning with the need recognition and ending with loyalty. The buying process starts with need recognition. It is the buying process that is triggered when consumers recognize they have an unsatisfied needs. There are 2 types of needs, utilitarian and hedonic. A utilitarian need is when consumers go shopping to accomplish a specific task, while hedonic is when consumers go shopping for pleasure. Buying a cheap digital watch to tell time is an example of utilitarian need. On the other hand, buying a watch from a high-end store just to match your outfit is an example of a hedonic need. There are many ways that a retailer satisfies hedonic needs. It's by stimulation, status and power, and adventure. In stimulation, retailers and mall managers use background music, visual displays, scents, in malls to create a carnival-like simulating experience for their customers. In status and power, they put their facilities in one of the few places where they get attention and respect. For adventure, retailers usually give bargains and sales for consumers. Consumers often have conflicting needs. Most customers have multiple needs that often conflict. Cross-shopping also happens. It is a pattern of buying both premium and low-priced merchandise or patronizing both expensive, status-oriented retailers and price-oriented retailers. It's like buying a cheap pair of socks and buying a high-end, high-quality leather shoes. Take for example, Kate is going to a college reunion and she needs to buy accessories to match her outfit. She was able to eye on 2 different jewelries from 2 different shops. Buying from a higher-end brand will make her look sophisticated and classy. However, she also has a budget, and the other store brand offers a cheap jewelry set that looks nice for the price. Customers must first recognize unsatisfied needs before they are motivated to visit a store or go online to buy merchandise. An unsatisfied need arises when customers' desired level of satisfaction differs from their present level of satisfaction. Needs recognition are often stimulated by suggestions by sales associates, advertising in direct mail, visual merchandise in store, special events in store signage, and displays. A customer may be thinking to herself, I think I need to buy some gold jewelries for future investments, just because she passed by a gold jewelry shop on the way home. The information search. Once a customer identifies a need, they typically seek information about retailers, channels, or products to help them satisfy that need. It can be from an internal or external source of information. Internal sources of information are information in customers' memories such as names, images, and past experience with different stores. External, however, consists of information provided by ads and other people. The amount of information search undertaken depends on the value customers feel they can gain from searching versus the cost of search. Customers may even go from store to store just to search for information they need. But, thanks to technology, information cost has been reduced. Merchandises are sold across the world and it's just a smartphone search away. The amount of information search is affected by the characteristics of individual customers and the aspects of the market and buying situation in which the purchase is made. Some people search more than others. The more important the need is, the more information there is to be searched. Shoppers seeking hedonic benefits typically spend more time collecting information and shopping because they enjoy the process. Customers who have prior experience purchasing and using the product or service tend to search less. 2 marketplace and situational factors affecting information search are the numbers of competing brands and retail outlets and the time pressure under which the purchase must be made. When competition is greater and there are more alternatives to consider, the amount of information search increases. However, the amount decreases with the greater time pressures. The retailer's goal is to limit the information search, and they can do this with the following: information from sales associates, providing an assortment for services, providing good assortments, providing everyday low pricing strategy, and giving credit.
Internet mobile information search and price competition. The internet has had a profound impact on customers' ability to gather external information. We explore how internet browsing behavior varies between mobile phones and personal computers. Smaller screen size on mobile phones increase the cost to the user of browsing for information. Next is evaluation of alternatives. The multi-attribute model fitting needs. Customers see a retailer product or services as a collection of attributes and characteristics. Predict a customer's evaluation of a retailer products or services based on its performance on relevant attributes and the importance of those attributes to the customer. So, states that a consumer attitude towards a product is a function of the presence of absence of certain attributes and the corresponding evaluation of those attributes. So next, belief about performance. The degree to which each retailer provides each benefits in represented on a 10-point scale. 10 means the retailer performance very well in providing the benefits. 1 means is performance very poorly. So equality between belief and performance is also critical for experimentalists to gain insight into the subject belief by simply measuring their performance. So next, important ways. The importance of retailer benefits differs for each customer and also may differ for each shopping trip. For example, the parent with 4 children may stress economy for major shopping trips but place more importance on convenience for a fill-in trip. And general customer can differ in their beliefs about retailer performance as well as in their importance ways. Next, here's benefits about performance table. Evaluating retailers. So research has shown that a customer's overall evaluation of an alternative in this situation, three retailers, is related to the sum of the performance beliefs multiplied by the importance ways. The multi-attribute attitude model does not reflect customers' actual decision process, but it does predict their evaluation of alternatives and their choice. So, evaluating retailers, every store owner or manager is skilled in certain aspect of retailer. Some are great buyers. Some excel of visual merchandising and display. Other are strong salespeople. Retailer tend to focus on their strength as the most important aspect of the business and often ignore factors that need to be evaluated. Next is the table of evaluation of retailers.
Implication for retailers. The model indicates what information customers use to decide which retailer to patronize or which channel to use. It suggests tactics that retailer can undertake to influence customers' store, channel, and merchandise choices. For my example, here in Lazada, there is a lot of competition to gain trust of customers and not to encounter scammer. Customers, what they do is look at the review first, and many customer feedback about the store and to find out the legit store. This is also the way of a lot of retailers gain the trust of customers. Information needed to multi-attribute model. First, alternative retailer customer considered. To be trusted as a retailer, we need to show that the product we sell are good quality, characteristic or benefits suit in making store and merchandise choices. Customers look at the good qualities of product and the good services. Ratings of alternative performance on criteria. This is also important in the feedback of the customers about your product and services. Importance weights that customers attach to the merchandise. Here, the importance for the customers is the price of product you can see into the consideration set. This is the set of alternatives the customer evaluates when making a selection. Retailers develop programs influencing top-of-mind awareness. Consideration set such as a quality of product and also putting a price at just the right amount. In method to increase chance of customer visit. First is increase beliefs about the store performance. Some of customers they can find is the customers have good quality and good services. Change customers' important weight. Here is to find the customer's taste. Last is add a new benefits is important, like a good benefits of the product you sell. Changing performance beliefs involves altering customers' beliefs about the retailer's performance by increasing the retailer's performance rating on a characteristic. For example, in Lazada, they have a rating for good from a customer for good feedback. Changing importance weight is typically harder than changing performance beliefs because importance weights reflect customers' personal values. Here, you will find how to treat or interact of your customers. Adding a new benefits. Retailers try to add a new benefit to the set of benefits customers consider when selecting a retailer, which might include. First one is providing wider variety of products. For example, is the product have good benefits in our health. Second is offering fair trade product, like to give the right amount of pricing in the product you can sell. Purchasing merchandise or services. Customers do not always purchase a brand with the highest overall evaluation. For example, the other stores have a higher profits. Based on how retailer increase chances that customers will convert their positive evaluation into purchases. They attempt to make it easy to purchase merchandise, then providing sufficient information that reinforces the customer's positive evaluation and reducing the risk of making a purchase mistake. Converting merchandise or services evaluations in purchases. First is offer liberal returns policy, money back guarantees, and refund if same merchandise is available at low prices from another retailer or credit. Make purchases easy by having convenient checkout and reduce waiting times at checkout, and don't stock out of popular merchandise. Post-purchase evaluation. Satisfaction. A post-consumption evaluation of how well a store or product meets or exceeds customer expectation. Become part of customers' internal information that affect future store and product decisions. Build store and brand loyalty. Ways to improve post-purchase assessment and satisfaction. First is make sure to build realistic customers' expectations so they never let those shoppers down with their performance. Provide information about proper use and care of items purchased, and guarantees and warranties reduce a negative feeling of risk and before and after the purchase. Make contact periodically with their customers to make sure they are satisfied, correct any problems, and remind customers of their available.
Ways to improve post-purchase assessment and satisfaction. Make sure to build realistic customer expectation so they never let those shoppers down with their performance. Provide information about proper use and the care of the items purchased. Guarantees and warranties reduce a negative feeling of risk before and after the purchase. Make contact periodically and their customer to make sure that they satisfied, connect any problem, and remind customer they're available. Types of buying decision. Here are the 3 types of problem solving. The number 1 is extended problem solving that have high financial or social risk. The number 2 is limited problem solving that have some prior buying experience. The number 3 is habitual decision making that have store, brand, and loyalty. For extended problem solving, consumer devote time and effort analyzing alternatives. There have 3 risks: financial risk that have purchasing expensive product or service, physical risk that have purchases that will affect consumer health and safety, and the last one is social risk that have consumer will believe product will affect how others view the model. The another one is limited problem solving that purchase decision process involving moderate amount of effort and time. Customer engage in this when they have prior experience with products or service. Customer really more or personal knowledge. Majority of customer decision involve limited problem solving. And this is the ways to solve. If customers are coming to you, provide a position, experience, and create loyalty. If customers go to competitor store, change behavior. Encourage impulse buying. And the third one is habitual problem solving. That purchase decision process involving little or no conscious effort. For purchases that aren't important to the customer. For merchandise, consumer have purchased in the past. For consumer loyal to brands or to the store. And the ways to solve is if the customer habitually comes to you, reinforce behavior. If the customer goes to your competitor store, break the habit. This is the customer loyalty. There have two kinds of loyalty, brand loyalty and retailer loyalty. For brand loyalty, customers like and consistently buy a specific brand in a product category. And for retailer loyalty, customers like and habitually visit the same retailer to purchase a type of merchandise.
Good day everyone, my name is Benji De Mesa and I'm here to discuss to you the social factors influencing the buying process. It includes the economy, family, reference group, and culture. First is the economy. The global economy has significant effects on how people buy their needs and wants. The businesses should identify the different conditions or trends in the economy. For example, is individual with high income. They would buy expensive and premium products compared sa mga middle and lower income group who would spend mostly sa necessary item. Kaya yung mga business is doing or creating a product na less expensive upang marami ang maka-afford. Next is family. Family has significant major effect on attitude and behavior. Many consumer decisions are made by a family member. The marketers should understand the role and influence of the husband, wife, or children. For example, if the buying decision of a particular product is influenced by the wife, then the marketers will try to target the woman in their advertisement. When family makes purchase decision, they always consider the needs of the family members. The next is the reference group. Consumers have a number of different groups such as family, friends, celebrities, or opinion leaders. It provides information to consumer directly through conversation. It's either face-to-face or kaya naman sa social media. For example, is a consumer purchased an HP laptop. He purchased it because all of his friends were using this same model. Next is culture. For example, is nandun ka sa area na karamihan na most of the people are Muslim. So if you offer or nagbentaan ng pork sa lugar na yon, hindi siya bibili ng mga tao because of their cultural influence nila na hindi sila dapat kumain o bumili ng pork. Subculture. Each culture comprises of different subculture such as religion, age, geographical location, gender, and etc. For example, sa religion ng Hindu, ang bride nila ay nagsusuot ng color red or maroon. While sa Catholic naman, ang Christian bride ay nagsusuot ng white gown sa kanilang kasal. Next is market segmentation. Market segmentation is very important strategy for winning the market and to be remain competitive the business. I'm going to discuss the criteria for evaluating segmentation scheme, or it is a requirement in order to have an effective market segmentation. When a company has segmented their market accordingly, there is a chance that it will become more profitable and successful in the long run. First is the market should be actionable. It simply means that they need to create or implement a marketing strategy or marketing mix to every segment in the market in order to satisfy the needs of the customer. Second is the market should be identifiable. They need to determine kung sino mga customer to address segment. For example is the supermarket retailers. They use a demographic users, customers, para malaman nila kung saan nila dapat itayo ang kanilang store. The next is the market segment should be substantial. It is refers to the size of a market segment. Dapat ay sapat ang laki ng mga market segment in terms of sale and profitability. Because if the segment is not large enough in terms of sale and profitability, they cannot generate a sufficient profit, which is kailangan to support the marketing, the retailing mix activities. Next is the market should be reachable. It means that the customer and consumer are easily reach the advertisement of a business. It helps to determine kung paano ang advertisement ay maaabot ang mga different target market or customer, and how to make ads more profitable. For example, the business use the online advertisement, then their specific target are using the social media. So the potential customer in this segment is reachable or accessible because the potential customer can see their online advertisement through social media. So this is the approaches for segmenting markets. First is the geographic segmentation. It is the easiest form of market segmentation. One of the questions here is what are the locations that to distribute the product. It is important to identify the areas, location, or the climates of a customer para malaman kung saan location mo dapat ibebenta ang iyong product. For example is yung mga ice cream company. They're segmenting a market or location dun po sa mga may init na lugar. Dahil nga po mainit sa lugar na yan, dun kikita mo nga malalamig na product tulad ng ice cream. Next is the demographic segmentation. They identify their customers through personal information such as age, gender, status, etc. Next is the geodemographic segmentation. It usually shows both geographic and demographic characteristics to classify consumer. This segmentation scheme is based on the principle the birds of a feather flock together. Next is the lifestyle segmentation or psychographic. Dito naman, it divides the consumer based on the personalities, values, attitude of a consumer. This segmentation can help the business to know your customer in a really deep way and to know why the customer use your product. This segment is difficult to identify unlike the demographic segmentation. This segment can be identified through consumer survey that asks respondents whether they agree or not in the specific statement. One of the most widely tools for lifestyle segmentation is the BALS. Next is the buying situation segmentation. The buying behavior of customer with same demographics or lifestyle can be different depending on their buying situation. This segment rate high among the criteria for evaluating market segment. This segment are actionable because it is to determine what the marketing should do to satisfy the need of the customer. Next is the benefit segmentation. Group customer seeking similar benefits. Dito naman, it focus on the benefits na hinahanap ng mga different customer. One of the question is, what are the most important benefits for different groups of customer? For example, is the cosmetic manufacturer. Since users of cosmetic products have different requirements, customer company must segment the market based on the different needs or benefits na hinahanap ng mga customer. Some customer buy cosmetic product to remove wrinkles while yung iba naman is they buy cosmetic product to reduce acne. Composite segmentation approach. Dito man is there no segmentation approach meets all the right criteria. Composite segmentation uses multiple variables to identify customers in the target market segment according to their benefits, lifestyle, and demographics. So this is the mostly tool na ginagamit in lifestyle segmentation. So this is balls who are developed by strategic business insight and the basis response to the survey. Ang consumer ay classified into each segment. It includes the innovator, thinkers, achievers, experienced believers, strivers, makers, survivors, which is developed by SRI Consulting Business Intelligence. So this is the example or the methods of the segmenting retailing markets. For example, here is the geographic. They have a religion, popularity, density, climate, and sa demographic naman ni age, gender, family life cycle, family income, occupation, education, and then psychological is social class, lifestyle, personality, feelings and behavior, attitudes, etc.